and welcome back, or welcome to the channel if you're new here. I am so very excited about today's video because it's going to be an Office Studio makeover video, and I'm so very excited to show you how I actualized this space in the digital home planner that I'll be sure to link in the description below so you can see it in action and how I used it to create this space. Of course, I'll be showing you the process of moving in and decorating and moving furniture around, and last but not least, the tour, probably my favorite part, so you can see the full process of creating an office studio for KDigitalStudio. If you like anything that I show in this video, I'll be sure to have it linked down below. Wallpaper or a rug or just something shown in the space, be sure to check the description because I'll have everything there. Without making this intro super long though, and so we can go ahead and jump into a really fun video, let's get right into it. So this is what my office was looking like before I really started working in it. Sorry, there seems to be a lag on the frames in these clips. I was testing out a new lens and it looks a bit wonky here. I did want to put up wallpaper first thing, but I didn't feel like doing math apparently, and obviously ordered way too little. But we were so busy moving into other spaces that everything got pushed into the studio space until we figured out where other stuff needed to go. And so I bring you moving. And Archie. If we walk in here, I cleared out all the space, and I'm trying to decide how I want to arrange furniture in here, just because this room is kind of awkward because there's two of these closet doors, and then there's a door that goes to the guest bathroom, and then here's the door out into the rest of the place. So I'm just trying to figure out how I want to arrange furniture before I start unloading a lot of that stuff. So this is what I have so far. I think I'm going to go with the computer desk in this corner and then have the Kallax shelves next to it. And then I'm trying to decide if I want my standing desk like against this wall, like horizontal, or against that wall and horizontal. So I've just been doing a lot of sitting and staring to see what I like best. And I definitely need to finish wallpapering the rest of this wall. I'm getting more wallpaper in from Target, which I will be doing the rest of that wall. So that's coming in next week for me to finish. It's just a matter of trying to decide how I want to do furniture in here. I'm thinking about maybe doing the desk on that wall. This is part of our bed frame that we haven't yet finished. So if I'm putting it on that wall, then I'll also need to move the bed frame. So to make the process easier on me, I am going to plan everything out in the digital home planner. So now that I know what the space looks like and I can take measurements of the space and, do some math, I can better figure out where furniture can go and then decide where I'd like it to go. So I'm mainly relying on the floor plan view in the home planner and making sure I have the basic measurements of like the windows and doors in the room, and then of course my furniture, so I can then kind of map out where things can go in the space and then where things might look best, because I do want the furniture to flow and just make sense in the space, because I do have two desks, which is why I'm calling it an office studio. I do traditional office things in the space, but it is very much a studio space for me too. I have my standing desk where I film all of my tutorials, and I have a ton of filming and production equipment too. So once I have everything figured out like how I want, I can get to the actual work of moving things around in this space. After planning things out, I need to start assembling organizers for the closet space. I do have a decent bit of physical craft supplies like paper and washi tape and polymer clay and all that I wanted to organize and store in the closet. So I got this organizer from Amazon that I think will end up being pretty perfect for my needs. So it's finally wallpaper day. The last shipment of wallpaper arrived and I can start finishing this wall. I'm doing the wallpaper all myself because it's honestly pretty doable. I know it's recommended to have at least 2 people, but I've found that just taking careful measurements and cutting the wallpaper to that measurement and then triple checking before I apply it to the wall, it's really easy to do. It is that peel and stick kind since I am renting again for another year, and I also thought about not getting a squeegee for the wallpaper and just using something like a paperweight or a ruler or something. But honestly, the squeegee was definitely worth it, so if you're gonna wallpaper, get a squeegee. Accent wall is done. The one thing with this pattern is that I didn't want to waste a bunch of wallpaper by trying to puzzle piece this wall to get the seamless repeat of this pattern, because this pattern is so complicated that if it would have taken me like days to line up this pattern. So I honestly didn't, and it's very difficult to tell just because of how loud and bold the pattern is. So if you're interested in the same pattern, I'd honestly suggest not wasting the time lining up the seamless repeat of this pattern, because once it's on the wall, you won't notice unless you're literally like within inches of the wall. So if you're into this wallpaper and you want to get this for yourself, for your own home or your own office, I recommend not wasting the time. It took 4 whole rolls, and I have 2 extra because I ordered 6. So this whole entire wall took 4 whole rolls, and I think it came out great. So let's go ahead and finish arranging the office. I wanted to make sure that the wallpaper was in before I start pushing up the desk and the shelving unit to the wall, and then just had to take everything out whenever I need to access the wall again. So nothing is organized, everything is still in boxes and stuff in this office because I really wanted to get the wallpaper done first. But now that that's done, I can move the furniture back to where I want it and then go in and organize. And with the wallpaper done, I can finally start putting all the furniture back and unpacking everything where it's supposed to go. So this is the outside of the office door. And then if we go in, here is the overview of the office. And then there is the door that we came through that leads back out into the rest of the apartment. Okay, so starting here, we have this rug. Kind of wanted to break up all of this kind of monotonous carpet. So I threw in this rug that I got from Amazon. I'll be sure to have everything linked below. And then if we move over here to this side, we have this wall hanging that Hunter's stepmother made. It is just hanging here. These are just 2 leftover curtain rods that we still need to hang in different places, but they're just sitting here for now. This door actually leads out to the guest bathroom, but I have that closed for now. And then we have my softbox and then my tripod. Moving over here, we have closet number 1, and then closet number 2 is over there on that side. So if we go inside closet number 1, it's honestly not that interesting. We just have a lot of empty storage here. And then we have some more storage here. So this is mainly our storage closet. And then a fake plant that my cats keep eating, so. Alright, moving right along, we have my standing desk. This standing desk is from FlexiSpot. And then on top of that desk, I have my camera rig. This is my tabletop camera rig that I use to film all of my tabletop videos. This is from Glide Gear that I got off of Amazon. They're routinely sold out, but again, I'll be sure to link them below and maybe you'll be able to catch them on a sale. This is the light and magic arm. I haven't had a chance to test these out in my videos, but I'm super excited because all you have to do is just turn this on and it will light up the space. I had a really awful lighting problem in the old office, so I'm very excited for that. And then this is where the camera will attach. And then right here is the microphone boom arm. The microphone is not currently attached to it, but this is what I use whenever I'm filming tabletop down videos. And then we have an empty bulletin board. I haven't decided what I'm going to quite use yet for the bulletin board. I didn't know if I wanted to use it for to-do lists or calendars, but I have that there when I need it. Over here by the standing desk, I do have kind of these poster boards. And I use these as backdrops for certain videos and reels and stuff. So whenever I want to use a backdrop, I can just pull it in and put it on top of this desk and film with it. And it kind of adds a bit of fun and a bit of texture. And I created all of these just by buying poster board, some paint for this one, or some contact paper. And it's just a really fun way to give something more to kind of the iPad videos that I do. Moving over, let's head into closet number 2. Closet number 2 is just a little bit more exciting than closet number 1. So in closet number 2, we have a craft cart. And I just have the printer on it. Unfortunately, there are no outlets in the closet, which would have been really nice to use with the printer. So I will have to figure out a different situation with the printer when I do need to use it, which isn't often, honestly. But then I have all of these drawers for the craft cart, and this just holds like staplers and staples, tape, washi tape, and just random little things that I still have left over. Wood glue, some confetti stuff, some wallpapering tools, and clay, and just a bunch of different hands-on things that are honestly quite fun. We have my yoga mat here in the corner, and then in this corner we have the iMac box, and then my piano keyboard that I still need to get a stand and a chair for. So I'm no longer playing on the floor. Then moving over, we have the wonderful shelf from IKEA. I believe this is Calyx shelf. This is a 4x4. And on top of it, we have my ring light. And then the two keyboards that I use most often over here kind of displayed on top of it. And then if we head to this cube, so I have this wicker basket, and this has all of my filming equipment in it. So I have my lens boxes, I have a arm here for the phone, I have different hats and stuff for the microphone, and just all the stuff that I use most for filming is in this basket. This cube looks a little empty, but this is actually where I set my microphone and my camera. I have my microphone currently sitting on my desk because I recently filmed a voiceover, but that is where I normally have my microphone and my camera here. And then I normally hide my most used lenses here in the back, which is normally behind the camera. Over here I just have a few random books. And then here is my wood piece that was in all of my old flat lays and stuff. And then some pens, scissors, glue, and all of that stuff. And then a few 3D printed things that Hunter made me there. Moving down, we have a few more books and this fun clock that Hunter got for Christmas that I just stuck here because I didn't know what else to do with it yet in our apartment. So I have some of those books. Moving over, we have the iPad stand and then my old iPad 2020. And then I have a heart model that I actually got for Valentine's Day several years ago from Hunter. Then we approach our next wicker basket, and I actually did the wicker baskets here in a diagonal, as you can see. So if I move into this wicker basket, this actually holds all of my workout equipment. So my yoga blocks, my sliders, some towels, and resistance bands, and all kinds of other things in here. So that's all the home workout stuff. Over here I have an acrylic file folder system, so I actually have all of my files organized and stuff. So this is for paper files, obviously. Of course I'm all digital and stuff, but there are a few things that are still in paper, and so they're in this file folder system. Moving down a cube, we have all of the beloved Apple boxes. I don't like to get rid of my Apple boxes, and so I just kind of have all of them here, plus the box that goes with that light. So here's a look at the box that came in. If you're interested in getting that light for yourself, that's over on my desk. But yeah, I just have all my Apple boxes there because I don't like to get rid of them. In this cube, I have my M stand for my computers, and this is my old MacBook Pro. And then below that is a computer I got from being a university student at UNC. I was able to get that for free through the college program, and I still have it as a Windows computer. Then I have the third wicker basket, and this is more tech stuff. So these are my most used cords contained in this pouch. And then I have several different iPad cases and a bunch of other fun stuff. Sometimes companies will send me stuff, and I have kind of all of that here and that. So that is that wicker basket. This one's kind of a boring cube that I just kind of stuck some things in. So this is another pen and highlighter holder, and then an empty folder and binder. Perhaps I will get rid of that, declutter this stuff, or find a better use for it. Then approaching the last row for this shelf, this wicker basket holds all of the random cords and camera and tripod bags. So there's all of those bags in here. And then under it is just a ton of cords. So if I'm ever in need of a cord, I can just turn in this basket. We have so many cords that any organization system that I try just does not work out. And I found that just putting that in the wicker basket and going to that basket whenever I need a cord has been the most helpful for me. Then moving in to the second to last cube, I have just my camera bag. I do have a few random little things, lens caps and stuff in this bag, but mainly that is just to hold my camera, and I just stuck that there. And then the last cube holds weights. I don't have all the weights moved in actually, so some of the weights are still in the car, but for some reason this is the one weight that made it in, and so this is where all the weights will go whenever we get them all out of the car and move them there. So those are all the home weights. And this is the entire shelf from IKEA. Then moving over to the main desk. So this is kind of my computer admin desk. This is the desk that I sit at if I am going to work. And this desk is actually from a Facebook Marketplace purchase. It originally came purple, but I went to Lowe's and got some paint and some primer and some sanding paper and all that stuff, and went to work on it and did my own kind of little project for it to make it white. I didn't clean up or anything before filming, so this is kind of the reality of what my desk normally looks like. I have my iMac. This is the 2018 or 2019. It's the older 21-inch size. I do have the new colorful 24-inch coming in that I'm very excited about, and then I will sell this one because this one's really slow compared to my M1 MacBook Pro. So usually this is what my setup looks like. I'll have my MacBook Pro in front of the desktop and I'll be working and editing on videos. My microphone's not normally there. Again, it's normally in the queue, but I did film a voiceover recently, and so I have that there along with the pop filter on it. I also have the wired Beats headphones that I use when I am filming voiceovers. Then I normally have my iPad kind of sitting somewhere on my desk working on it, and so here it's there along with my phone. I normally have SD cards always sitting on my desk as well. I have the uppercase pencil grip that I always use on my Apple Pencils there because I have the pencil charging right now. And then I have this pencil pouch which has all of my most used colorful pens. Then I have a giant K that I did in high school and had people sign it before I left. On this side, I normally have this stuff plugged into my MacBook, but this is the SD card reader and this is the hard drive that I edit off of. Then I have a coaster for my drinks. Over here is an octopus type arm where I can just attach my phone to it, so if I'm ever doing something that is worth an Instagram reel or a TikTok or something, I can just pull this over and attach my phone to it and start filming. Then I have some blue light glasses. These are Apple Pencil stands from Uppercase. Then this is something that I can plug into my computer and it just makes a really nice scent. This is the letterboard next to my desk. I don't have a quote on it yet because I'm still trying to decide what I want to go for. These are the letters next to it whenever I do decide. And then this is the lamp, the desk lamp that I use. This is the lamp from BenQ, I believe. And I really like this lamp because it's very touch sensitive and it has a dimmer and different light settings, and I really like it. And it's really easy to maneuver wherever I want because it has two different joints on it. I originally saw this wallpaper on a home interior blog, which I will try and find again and link below, but I found a cheaper dupe at Target, and so I just went to town on this wall. It's really fun to see it on this wall in action, and I think it ties in, reminds me of KDigitalStudio when I look at it. So. And then moving back away from the desk, this is the desk chair that I have been using, and I have a blanket on it because the cats are also a fan of this chair, so it has a lot of different cat scratches in it. So I normally keep a blanket on it anyway, but it is this really nice white leather chair from Amazon that's really comfy but also super affordable, so I'll be sure to link that below for you if you're interested in it and don't have animals that want to scratch things. Then moving over, I do have a window next to the desk, and we just hung up some white sheer curtains that actually have a little bit of kind of fun texture to them. And then lastly, we have an empty picture frame, but this picture frame is actually kind of fun because I use clothespins to hang up things. I haven't decided what pictures I want to put on this, but I thought it would be fun to also add cards and fan mail that we get at the P.O. box. So I have that, and it's empty for now, but I can't wait to add some things to it. So that is an overview of the office studio space that we have going on now for KDigitalStudio. Made it to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching and for supporting KDigitalStudio. It really does mean the world to me, and I'm so glad that you're here. Again, if there's anything that you liked in this video, I'll be sure to have it linked in the description below. I honestly can't wait to get into this space and work and create more amazing content for you. This video was a joy to film, and it was a joy to create such a great space for KDigitalStudio. Thanks again, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!